It's like back to being beautiful outside again. It's like
Yeah.
I kind of wish I could scooter right. I scooted yesterday, which was fun, but
I saw
today,
your clips
Yeah.
yesterday.
I gotta
yeah,
say.
I had fun.
Some good slams.
Yeah, yeah, literally, I was just taking the words.
Oh, got my
Yeah, yeah.
strung.
Hell yeah. Was that the first time you'd rode in a minute, or you've been pretty consistent?
No, not consistent at all. I've
Yeah.
like I don't want to call it a break, but like I just the winter sucks. So it's like when it is nice outside, I do get out, but it's been like even for like Jamie and like Shane and like Justin and us, like all the shy guys, like this past winter, I think we would scooter once a month together, and that was it. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, the winter just like kills like energy to scooter. But like
I
once it
feel
gets
that.
warm outside, it's like I want to scooter all the
What do you do throughout the winter instead of scootering? What are kind of some of the hobbies, I guess, or does it just vary?
time. Make music, paint, like
Yeah.
play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the wave back? Is Fortnite back?
With me and my friends, yeah, we
Yeah.
were playing it like ironically, like we were like, this is a child's game, and now we're all just like obsessed with it. Um, yeah, but
Andy Koch's been playing hella Fortnite. I don't. I think there's a resurgence of scooter riders playing Fortnite. Yeah, he plays with Sten. He was playing with Jake Sorensen for a little bit.
dude, I gotta hit up Andy about Fortnite. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, he's playing.
Yeah.
I went to a coffee shop with him, and he's like, "God, I gotta go home, man. Go play some Fort."
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
He's
so
on
sick.
it.
Yeah, there's definitely a new wave. I've had a few people tell me, like, dude, you gotta hop back on.
It's fun. I mean, it's fun, and then you get your ass whooped by like a 12-year-old, and you're like, this is I
Yeah,
hate this. What am I doing
yeah.
in my life?
Same shit. Different day. The gaming world, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, episode 19. Been recording for a little bit, but
We should call it 15.
15.
Yeah, you forgot that one.
Did we actually? No, that was Andy's, but it didn't get posted on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got 15, but we lost the video. Oh, funny story. Yeah, so I overrided Andy's video for his pod with Donnie's.
Oh no.
So Debug stole Andy's video.
Oh man.
My fault, but that's what we filmed over it with.
Oh,
Fuck Debugs.
debugs and mud.
That's awesome.
Well, hey, yeah, we got Gorilla Matt, episode 19. Let's fucking go. Active Scooters CEO.
Yep.
What's your last name, Matt?
Got it on right now.
Oh, yes.
Active scooter.
Cobaugh. Okay, yeah. Slipping my mind, but
See mine.
yeah, Matt Cobaugh, episode 19, fucking legend. So I'm curious just how you've been doing. I know you've been in art school for a little bit now. It's why you went out to Chicago. But man, how's the transition from Texas to Chicago been in terms of the scene and then just change of life?
So I moved here in 2019 or 2018, and for art school, and I didn't scooter the first year I was here. I was like, I don't even think I had my scooter. I just I don't know. I was like, for some reason, like I'm gonna just like focus on school my first year and like kind of get my grounding. Then I brought my scooter like in 2019, and I had like I knew who Richard was and Justin, but I didn't know them at all, or like would hit up Richard, like Alejandro, like Tex-Mex would gave me his number and was like, you should hit up Richard, but he lives in the suburbs, so it's like kind of far for him to come to the city. And so I was just scootering with like these locals downtown all the time. Like this kid Anton.
Anton's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anton Miata on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anton was awesome. We used to smoke weed together at Grant Skate Park.
Fuck
I'm like 5 years
yeah.
older than him, but like I would go up like pretty hungover and just like hang out with him, and not really Scooter, but like it was Grant is like I have you guys have Paxton, you've been to Chicago
Yeah.
for the jam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We both have.
Oh, okay, sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you've seen like Jam Day Grant.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen like regular like just day Grant? Like
Yeah.
it's
I've been, but it's always after jam. So I feel like it isn't, like it's
you know
still
it's like
Jam Grant.
it's
Yeah.
like I don't know, it's like chaos. Like even if I went tonight, like there's like homeless people, like there's like dudes selling weed, like it's like still like chaotic as fuck, and
Yeah.
really, like people get their shit stolen all the time. It's like
Dude,
smack in the middle of downtown. Like
when I was there for the 2017 jam, I believe, some dudes tried to jump me and my homies, and my friend got his camera bag stolen.
I
Like
believe,
literally chased us out of Grant.
yeah,
We were like 16.
they're ruthless down there. They do not
Yeah.
care. It's crazy.
Watched a homeless guy get jumped as well.
Yeah,
It's very family friendly environment for sure.
yeah, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, we would just hang out like all day there. And dude, randomly one night I was walking with a girl through Grant Park, and I saw like 3 scooter riders leaving Grant, and I recognized Sugar Shane from like jam videos.
Yeah.
She's like, "Yo, is that Sugar Shane?" Like yelled like hella loud. And he was like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" Like it's like no. And I like it's so funny. It's just like, "What's up?" It was Sugar Shane, Jamie, and Kyle Baker. If you guys know Kyle, he's a good friend of mine, and he's like a Chicago kind of local that's like grown up
Okay.
here. And yeah, I just like exchanged numbers with them and like started riding with Jamie all the time. He had a car at the time, so he would come and pick me up, and we would just scooter all the time. And honestly, like he like I didn't really have many friends at that point, and like I was just like I lived in like this like shitty apartment with like really shitty roommates, and like just gotta like Jamie's a king, man. Like he would pick me up at like on Sunday mornings, and we would scooter all day. He would buy me lunch a lot of the time because I didn't have any money. Like he was like a king. Like he really like put me on.
Wow. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Shout out Jamie Gans.
Dude,
Let's
for real.
go.
That is Jamie.
Sim pants.
Your favorite scooter rider's favorite scooter rider. Like
Best back hurricanes.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
You guys gotta have him.
Snappiest.
He's got a lot to talk about.
I'd love to, honestly.
Love to have him on.
I know he's had like a wild journey.
Dude, he's had
Like,
such a like he's had so many injuries, but also like so many comebacks, and has like been in scootering since like SR days, and like
yeah.
got some stories too.
And that'd be super sick, honestly. I doubt. Tell him to come on.
Dude, I will. Yeah, we had an idea to start a podcast like a couple years ago. We were gonna like mimic the tandem podcast, like going through video parts, and then we just I don't know. Life gets bigger, and like like
yeah.
I don't know. It's hard, It's hard to scooter when you like become an adult. It sucks.
Dude, it is. It's a tricky balance.
Yeah.
Fucking, it blows. We're still doing it, but
Yeah, of course.
it's definitely adult scooter riding is a whole nother level, man. Adult scootering is just you got to know your limits.
Dude, totally. And it sucks for someone who likes jumping down shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my knees can't take it anymore, man. It sucks. I filmed that once.
You can't go into work with a limp too often.
Dude. It sucks.
I remember I served for a little bit and just coming in with a road rash all up my elbows and shit. And I'm serving people, putting my scabs in their face, it feels like. I'm like, oh I hate this.
Yeah, no. Hell no, I just walk around with a fucked up ankle or heel most of the time.
Yeah, at least you're not interacting with anyone. That's more physical labor, though. What have you been doing for work out there? Are you working? Is it mainly school?
No, I graduated last May.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was sweet. And I work in an auction house right now, just doing handling and like inventory work. So it's all like it's kind of labor intensive, I guess. But I've definitely like taken slams and had to go to work the next day and just been like in so much pain all day and like not telling anyone. I think like a couple of my coworkers, I feel like a little bad, like because sometimes I'm like still like I'm
You're
not
kind of dragging maybe
maybe
throughout the
like
day.
I don't tell people I scooter still like sometimes because like I don't want to have to explain to them sometimes. Not a,
No, I
like
do
I'm
that.
not
I
proud,
get it. Yeah.
but like I don't know, like job, like I don't know, keep home and work separate kind of thing. But like they,
Yeah.
I like fell over the weekend one time and like just like shredded my arm up. Like I tried to do. I've never done a like a bump to bar like rail kind of hop thing, and I like caught it and just like shredded my arm against like the corner of the and it
Oh,
had it all wrapped up. And they were like, "What happened?" And I was like, I fell on my bike."
No, you gotta tell them you had a little scooty
that
fall.
sick ass stunt.
Like scooters, like
Yeah,
I was going full gorilla mad on my razor.
yeah. Literally.
Shit was crazy.
It is funny explaining it to people that don't do it though. Like scooters, y'all do that? And I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, yeah, like a razor, but bigger,
yeah,
a
yeah.
little more durable.
I just tell him it's a razor.
Yeah.
My
Fucking be
girlfriend
like, we
is
fucking
old.
rip.
Anytime I'm like with her and like they ask me or like someone's like, "Oh, like what do you do for fun?" And I'm like, "Oh, I paint and do whatever." And she's like, "He scooters too." And I'm like, and then I
Shut
have,
up, babe. Don't.
I feel like every time I've told them, like or explained to them or shown videos, they're always like, "Whoa, this is so cool! Like this is crazy! Like
Yeah.
this was a thing," which is so wild. Like I feel like maybe like in my mind, like having scootered for so long, it's like I see scootering has like exploded, but like to the average Joe, like they have no clue what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably never seen it. Yeah, that's honestly true. I was thinking of that just as you were like kind of explaining it, honestly. I'm like, yeah, everybody I've really told, like, they've never been like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Like, well, what kind of scooter do you have?
Or anyone
Like,
that's like my friend knows that I scooter or knows like kind of the scale of like how big scootering is because I've just shown them stuff over the years. But it's like I don't know, most people like I feel like even my parents, like I'll like I was on the phone with my mom before this, like just like calling to say what's up. And she's like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm going on this podcast to talk about scootering." And she was like, "That's a thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, people like want to talk about scootering. I want to talk about scootering.
yeah.
Yeah, Mom, they got 140 subscribers.
It's awesome."
It-
No,
It's big
I've been,
numbers.
no big
It's
deal.
big numbers. Yeah,
I've
we're
been,
kind
like,
of a big deal, Mom.
talking about
I'm
scootering.
on TV. Hi,
That's-
Mom.
yeah, what's up? No, that's so funny that I literally had a conversation with my parents today because I called them and was like, yeah, like I've been filming this video. I dropped it today. And they're like, oh, nice. What's that going to do?
Yeah. You make it funny yet? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, but hopefully people will like it, you know?
Yeah.
They'll see my scootering. That's it. So I was like, nice. Oh.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
parents were. My dad was actually like the only interest he ever took in it was when I started. Not to like shit on the guy. He's always been supportive of like most things I do, but when I started active, he was like so hyped on it. Like he was like,
Oh, no
"You're
way.
making money now like, off scooter."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
not really, man, but like, yeah, he was like
Yeah.
pretty hyped on it, which was
Yeah. That's badass, dude. Hell yeah.
How's it been going with active?
it's kind of dormant right now.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, like I mean, it gets kind of dormant like that in the winter. But I do like I don't know. To be completely honest with you guys, like a couple weeks ago, I texted like all like the Allen like my DFW guys and was like,
Mhm.
oh, like do I keep doing it? Like I feel like I'm not motivated anymore. And they're like, well, if you're not motivated, like there's no reason to. But then I'm like, no, I can't, dude. I can't become inactive. Like I have to. There's
It's
no
part of the identity now. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be active.
honestly, in the past couple weeks, like with like having scootered more, like I am like been more motivated to do things. I don't know if do like last year for the Shy Jam, it was so much. Like I did 2 t-shirts and then I did the t-shirts for tenfour too. And it was like, it's all me. Like I'm not sending the design out to get printed. Like I'm screen printing in a basement, like hand printing, picking these t-shirts up from like this like sketchy ass spot in the hood here that sells me wholesale t-shirts for like $1. Like it's yeah, it's so much work, but it's like I don't know, it feels so good to like
The tees are so dope.
They're so sick, man.
I appreciate it.
So sick.
The active scooter with the target is like
Flex on the camera real quick.
Yeah,
You got it on.
I flexed it on it earlier if they didn't see it, but
Active scooter, baby.
I rock this and that blue like turtleneck you gave me, bro. Like that's my favorite jacket, honestly. I'm like,
Dude,
yeah,
that thing is awesome.
this
I,
is
I was like, I wanted it, but it's small on me. But like, I was so hyped when I made that.
I
Yeah,
was like, dude, yeah, no, this is a gym.
yeah,
That
it's
thing is a gym. I was so hyped at the jam when you rolled up and threw it at me. I was like, yeah.
that's like, oh man,
Yeah.
you guys are making me all jazzed about it again. I'm like,
Dude,
It's
10th annual.
I get how the motivation's got to come and go, but like at the end of the day, it's got to feel so fucking good when you actually do. Like you're putting teas in people's hands.
dude, it's
Your
just
art on it.
it's also just crazy. Like I'm not like this has never been like about the money to me at all. But like I get back like immediately. Like it's like it pays for itself. It's crazy. And everything that I make from it, I just like funnel it right back into it. And um that's like the like I don't know, that's what makes me hyped is that it's like I might like put some money into it initially, but it's like I get it right back. Like and like
Yeah.
like I guess like the designs, I don't know, they're just I think they're funny at this point. Like the Ralph Wiggum shirt was like that's like the funniest thing. I feel like I was like, this is so dumb, but this is so awesome. Scootering, but yeah, I don't know. There's I made some designs like a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna make some stickers again. I think I want to make like some nice vinyl stickers. And then maybe I'll do like a t-shirt or two for this. Like kind of I've been like doing like realizing that like maybe I should like I like selling them at jams a lot. Like shipping, I feel like people like it's kind of hard to get people to buy things on the internet, especially for scootering. And I don't have like a website or anything. So I've just
Yeah.
when I sell t-shirts at jams, they're like gone within the day. Like it's by the end of the day, I'm like leaving with maybe a couple t-shirts, and I usually bring like I don't know. When I go to Austin, I bring like a duffel bag full of t-shirts, and like
Yeah.
gone so quickly. Which is so sick. Like it's like damn, dude. Like people like this shit. Like not to say like it's I don't know. It's like
Oh,
it's
people love it. Like,
yeah, it's cool. It's
100%.
like I don't know. But it's like my contribution. Like that's how it's always been a mentality. I was talking to Landon about this the other day in a group message that like and Cristobal too, who's OG dude.
Yeah. Shout out both them.
Dude, for
For
real.
sure.
Like my big brothers in scootering. That it's like it's always been like about the mentality first and just like me wanting to like contribute and like give back to like what scootering has given me, which is like only happy and like awesome memories. And like that's like I don't know, it's like so sick to like these are
Yeah,
DMs.
feed back into it, man. Yeah, you definitely. It's like so
Yeah.
much love has gone into it already. From
Totally.
you just riding and the people you learn, the places you go, all those little relationships, and then now you get to like put your little touch on it and give back to those homies. But yeah, dude,
And it's
it's
like
so
cool.
sick.
I felt like I was like the young guy in the scene. Like out of all the younger guys, or out of like my crew of like I like calling them like the founding fathers of active, like Drake, Landon, like Sam Beatty, all those dudes that like they were all older than me at Allen, like growing up. And then it was like, I don't know, I'm like, sweet, I want to do this thing. And they were like, this is sick. Let's do it. Like, let's make videos and then let's make t-shirts. And like, they like kind of helped fund the first shirt, which I saw in your video, Paxton. I just watched that today during.
Yeah. The black active tee with the globe on the back. Yeah.
That
I
thing
love that tee.
was so raw in that video, man. That photos, so hyped.
Chris killed it on those photos. Yeah, I fucking love that shirt. Nice and baggy too. You love the big style clothes.
Oh yeah,
double XLs and up.
This one's a 5XL. It's like, I cut it into a crop.
Like, fucking, oh my god, the quintuple XL crop top. That might be a first.
Huh?
That might be a first. Quintuple XL crop top.
Yeah.
Revolutionary.
This is my favorite active shirt.
Is it quintuple? No, fuck it.
Yeah.
That shit's stuff for sure.
So when you first started it, what was like the idea that kind of brought it to life? Like, how did you want it to be? What did you want it to represent?
Well, I think how it first started was during COVID. Me, Landon, his cousin Kyle Shea, who I think you guys know too.
Yeah.
Maybe have met him before. And our friend Greg were like taking these trips to Arkansas because Kyle was living out there, or he had an apartment out there, and we were filming for like, I think we were just like filming for like nothing with like a T3i. And on one of those like trips out to Arkansas, I was like just like so juiced on scootering at the time, and like had been watching like a lot of like rollerblading and like just like other sport videos. And I was like, dude, it'd be so sick to just like make, I don't know, like a crew or like a video of like just like being older and like reviving like our kind of like, I don't know, scootering or like
your kind of style almost, like,
yeah,
maybe the like less is more mentality, how you do something. And then just like the way I look at it and like the adult scootering page you run and then active, it's just super playful. It's like, have fun, just fucking scooter. Don't worry about if you're doing the hardest trick. Like, just have fun, do goofy shit. Which I've always loved.
Like age gracefully in scootering and like not like think about it too much anymore. Cause like I feel like there was so long where I was like 13 or 14 and just being like, I need to do more tail whips. Like I need to like go higher in the air on a quarter pipe and like land flat every time. And like, just like, I don't know, not to like hate on that side of scootering. Cause like I have grown like a huge appreciation of like park scootering. And like now there's hybrid scootering, which is,
dude,
I think is like,
bro, I literally saw a bar bri whip to invert air today.
So sick.
It was one of the sickest things I've ever seen in my life, bro. A bar bri whip invert.
Did he catch the whip
and then he threw an invert? Yeah.
Oh my.
It was pretty clicked. Like it could have been like better, but it was fire.
Yeah.
Like I was still like, damn.
Yeah.
That half bars guy.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
At Corby.
Oh my
god. Inverts are like, dude, people should do waffles. That's like, I can't frontside air, but
dude,
like,
I've been trying.
So
just waffle the
tried one the other day, and Andy's bitch ass was like, you can't do that. And I was like, fuck you. I'm trying.
Wait, what the fuck is the waffle? Was this frontside invert?
Frontside air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's what we called it growing up.
That's a good name. I'll call it the waffle.
That's what I called it too.
I don't know why we called it that, but
it's a BMX term. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah. Well, there's like table, and then the front side is Euro, I think, right? Or Euro table, or is that just?
I feel like a Euro table is just not that clicked.
Yeah.
Like I don't know like the real difference, but they do something different. Because it's like an invert is like in like you like put that all the way back, and a Euro table is kind of like farther away, just kind of like on your side a little bit.
Well, I always
like, I don't know.
It's like the way you turn your bars. So like a table is like here, you like just half turn. and then do like a side, and then an invert is just like bringing it all up.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that makes sense too.
Yeah, or I feel like you mean like tables. I feel like tables to the side. Like you do it to the side of your body, whereas invert, you're like pulling it to the back.
licking.
Almost like how like if like a method on a snowboard,
Mhm.
you're like clicking it behind you instead of to the side.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna turn this light on real quick. It's getting kind of.
Word. Active scootering.
But yeah, so we yeah, I don't know. We just wanted to like I wanted to make something. I think I was just getting like cooped up during COVID, and Texas, like as you guys know, had pretty like lax COVID, like relatively to like cities and stuff. So like we were still able to scooter all the time, and I had a lot of free time, and I was like, I should put this like art degree to use. Like, and Kyle was he was in school at the time for like landscape architecture stuff. So he like knew like Adobe stuff really well. So he was helping a lot with active designs and like giving a lot of input. And as like everyone else was too. And yeah, it just I don't know, we just started filming for stuff, and I was like, oh, we should make it like I should make a t-shirt or two. And I made some designs, and the first two t-shirts I made, which was that active, like just it's like a box logo with the globe on the back, and then we made a white one that Cristobal drew where it was like it says like active right here, and then the T in it creates like scooter bars in like a scooter, and then it had the globe on the back, and those I had printed with a guy in Plano, Texas, and that it was so expensive. It was $500.
And then you just started doing it yourself. You're like, all right, I'm gonna screen press these things.
Well, yeah, when I moved to Chicago, so like to circle back to Jamie, actually, I moved in with Jamie into a storage closet that he had in his apartment, and it had no windows, it had one light, but he had a basement, and so I started ordering screens from just like a guy online that would pre-burn screens, and I would go to thrift stores and just pick up blank t-shirts, like find just random colors and random sizes, or just like weird t-shirts, like or like jackets or hoodies, and
Bless you.
thanks. And just print on them and print with weird colors, and yeah, I mean, I think people really liked it, and I made some stickers early on too, and that was super fun. Making stickers is so fun because like with the t-shirts I can only do one color because it's just like a one color screen print, but with stickers it was like I can make like these crazy colored stickers, and
those green ones were so dope.
Which ones?
The green globe ones.
Oh yeah,
like in the very beginning. Yeah,
dude, those are like I have one on my truck, and it's like I look at it, I'm just like, this is awesome. These colors.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I made like a banana one time, or it was like, I mean, maybe it's like a pee and a poop one where it was like the active logo was brown and the background was yellow. I think it looks like a banana, but like maybe it's like pee and poop. I don't know.
Pee and poop or like a molten banana, brown peel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just, after that, I don't know. I just kept at it. And then I took them to jams and would just throw them at people. Like I was like, no one knows, like, at least in the Midwest, like no one really I knew like people in Texas, like everyone's like pretty tight in Texas. Like everyone's like homies, but like in the Midwest, like I was kind of like the new guy, and like Chicago street jam's like so big, and like I went to the Milwaukee street jam and like I knew no one there, and I just started throwing t-shirts at people at jams, and yeah, I think people
clearly liked it.
Yeah.
That's one thing. I feel like within the core you've built quite the reputation. Like a lot of core dudes fucking love active. And then also I think you're the best person to have on a megaphone at a jam. Honestly.
Oh, dude, I love it. It's so fun. It is the most fun thing.
Dude, you can get kids to just throw their body with absolute, just no regard. you command them like they're your little scooter minions.
Fucker,
You
you
d-
better do this shit right now.
I
Fucking
was, yeah.
take your fucking helmet off. Like, dude, it's like
You're gonna fucking die for this $20.
that kid.
All right, and I want to see bar from 50.
Yeah, yeah. That kid Stinky who jumped the Green Goblin. Dude, he came up to me after and he was like, I can't walk, but I had to do it. I was like, oh my God, dude, what am I doing? This is so menacing. But it's like that megaphoning at jams is like that's fun.
Dude. Oh yeah, that was the best. You're like the
Austin Jam
conch.
is the best, dude. I feel like I have so much fun. Like Shy Jams, like Shy Jam is like intense. Like it's so intense, but like Austin Jam is just like everyone's just hanging out. Like people are going crazy, like doing bri flips over stuff or off like shit. Like yeah,
Yeah, man.
megaphoning is so fucking fun.
Yeah, you definitely got the rights to the megaphone this year if you want it, dog.
Sweet. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shy Jam.
Literally one of my one of my favorite sequences was in the Austin Jam when you're like, I like slams, what can I say? And then what was his name? The dude who tried the 3. Y'all know is that?
Alex.
Alex, yeah. Alex tried the 3 and just bodied himself. I mean, I genuinely thought he wasn't getting up. And then I see you there laughing like a schoolgirl.
Dude, that was
Get back up.
that gap is so fucked up.
Yeah,
So big.
big as fuck. Dude.
Oh.
Paxton, you wait, have either of y'all jumped it?
I flipped it.
Dude, what the fuck, man?
Damn, did you really?
Yeah. 2021.
Dude.
Yeah, that's sick.
Did it
Damn.
probably doesn't feel good like landing, right? Or
No, I luckily I only jumped it twice. And I went fast enough to where I was like, I wasn't just gonna take all the blunt of the impact, but yeah, your whole hands get shocked in your feet. But like something about riding in jams, just the crowd energy and everything around you, and then when you're trying something like that, the amount of adrenaline you have, it's like you don't even notice it half the time.
totally.
It's like you can slam 10 times harder at a jam on spots like that and get right back up because there's just something different surging through you. Fucking, it's
Totally.
crazy.
Well, I also think you mentioned something about the speed too. Like what I've realized is if you're going fast enough, like it does
Yeah.
like if you're gonna hit like harder, like you're gonna hit like I don't know what it is, like the physics behind that, but like if you go fast enough, like you're not like diving into the ground.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm no physicist, but fucking law in motion wants to stay in motion or some shit, Isaac Newton.
Yeah.
It checks out though. If you go fast enough, that's the key.
What is it? Ride hard, slam fast, stay active. That's my other favorite shirt.
Like I remember Gabe at that spot went really fucking slow at it and just chinned the fuck out of his bars. Like was just humping his bars because they got over the gap.
Yes, honestly, though, I felt so bad, but that was hilarious.
He got right back up.
Yeah, he literally fucked his neck. That was funny.
People get dude,
He was like, yeah, he was going crazy in the air.
Watch the Austin Street Jam video if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, dude, that video is great.
Yeah, dude, 10th annual this year, bro. It's gonna be sweet. 10 years of being active.
I've only
Sucks
too. I think I've only been to let me think. I think I've only been to 4 of them or 5 of them, maybe. Which
Still,
bums
that's
me.
sweet.
I never could go like when I was a kid because Colby Brizendine, I think Austin, you know who that is.
Yeah.
He used to go to them when I was really young, like when we were first scootering. But my parents were like kind of anti like scootering for a while. I thought it was kind of a bummer. They came around to it. I don't know.
Yeah, once you actually start doing shit within it, we're like, oh, okay. if they see the events too that you're hosting and the teas you're throwing out, they'll back it. But just going back to the point, it's like they don't understand what the fuck it is. They've never heard of this at all. It's so foreign.
And I was like really clumsy as a kid too. Like even
Same.
walking, like I think I just fell a lot, but I would like slam bad when I was a kid on when I scootered. Like I haven't had a head hit in years, but I think I had like 3 between the ages of like 12 and 16. And then like there was one time like I like fell in a bowl going really fast and got like road rash on my entire like right leg. Couldn't walk very well. So they were like just like scootering is only going to cause injury to like our son. So it's like
Yeah.
they were very like anti. Also like they were like skate park is bad too. Like skate means smoke weed, which it did, but it also meant scooter. They were like very anti skate park for a while too, and
My son's gonna go hurt himself and smoke weed.
yeah, like
Oh my god.
we can't have that.
Matthew.
You know, it was so funny. I was telling someone this the other day. I used to tell them I was going to go scooter around the neighborhood, and I would push as fast as I could to Allen, which was like a couple miles from my house, and just scooter. And like it got to that point where I was like so like I like just wanted to scooter with my friends so badly. And Colby would always go, but my parents were like, no, like you can't, like you're gonna smoke weed. Which yeah, of course I was going to smoke weed, but like I wanted to scooter too, and like I would like scooter
Yeah.
there and scooter all the way home. Like,
You wanted to go see the homies. It's about the camaraderie at the end of the day.
How long would you ride for? How long would you sneak in the sesh?
there were some nights I think I'd get like a couple hours, but sometimes I would go and get like dude,
Few
there's some
laps.
nights where I'd get like a couple laps around the park and they would be like, dinner's ready, and I'd be like 20 minutes and I'll be home.
Damn. That's crazy.
And then it's time to haul ass back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get home, you're like sweating. Like a sweat.
I mean, are you power pushing from your crib like you're lifting your scooter off the ground with your back legs?
That's I just posted Austin doing that.
Yeah.
The power push.
Yeah. You like ran with your scooter and then you like get on and you hop and do it. It's so
Yeah.
it's sick, but it's funny looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Oh, yeah.
It's
like
fucking very primal. That's like, dude, that goes to the Neanderthal thing, gorilla. That's a powerful way to like assert yourself on a scooter.
anything to gain momentum.
Yeah, literally.
Stuff,
Speed.
right?
You
Yeah.
need speed. You
Speed,
go fast.
less slam. If you're going,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's funny. For that bump to bar, I almost like ate shit on that one too. It caught my feet.
Dude, that's
Yeah, so after that, I was like, fuck this. Going
Dude.
fast.
yeah, dude, sometimes it's like
Say, fuck this, I'm fast.
I'm going. I'm going fast.
dude, those clips I
That
post,
too.
Time to turn the
I like-
turbos on.
those clips I post,
Fastest scooter rider, Austin Haley.
I like was not going fast and I was slamming. And then I was like, dude, this sucks. Like just go as fast as you can or not as fast as you can, but like
Yeah.
fast. And then I did it. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Speed is key. Like, everything is easier going.
Scarier, but it is more fun, or it's like easier.
It's so much more fun too. And it feels so good when you land going fast. Like
Rolling away.
yeah, just like
Where did you adopt most of your style from? Like, who do you pull the most influence from?
I don't know, man. I feel like early on I like really and maybe still really do like I loved Connor Davidson scootering. And I really liked Dylan Casson scootering. But I
can see
feel
that.
like-
Yeah.
I don't feel like I scooter like those guys. Like I might try and do similar tricks as those guys, but I don't manual. I can't manual. I'm terrible with balance. Like I can't fakie very well either.
I can see the Dylan Casson a little bit, honestly. You have your own flair, but I can see the influence on that one.
I don't know. I watch a lot of rollerblading. I like rollerblading.
Okay.
Um, and BMX. I like BMX videos a lot. But I don't know, man. I maybe like Mark Gonzalez. Like there was like an interview. I would think about this so much, actually. There was an interview with Mark Gonzalez one time where he was like, where there was someone talking about him, where he was like, they were like, every time Mark gets on a skateboard, it's like he's stepping on the skateboard for the very first time. And I was like, dude, that's so sick to think about, like approaching scootering like that. Like trying to not be influenced by anything, which is kind of impossible. Like, cause like there's gonna be subconscious influence, but like to just like approach scootering like in the wackiest way you can.
Yeah.
And there's people who have like definitely aided in that. Like Josh Trout is like a huge like I'm constantly inspired.
Dude, he's the best scooter rider in the world.
He is, yeah. He's
I've
like
thought about this.
the most insane human I've ever met.
If you're gonna go like just out of the box, nobody will beat that man ever.
I want to do a pod with him while he's just holding a nose blunt, honestly.
No, while he's in a headstand.
Like, yeah.
Would
I want him to set a world record on the pod.
he's a good like it might be kind of hard to I don't know. It's fun talking to Josh, but he rambles a lot, which is
That's fun. Oh, we love to listen.
Yeah. He has a lot of like this is so crazy. He scootered before the Razor. So they made like a mongoose scooter. And I can't find photos of it anywhere, but there was like a mongoose scooter that he was riding like before 1999, which is like
Damn.
like I asked him, we like drove to Indiana to like go to this beach one time, and on the way back I pretty much just interviewed him and was like, how did you start? Like when did you start? And he has like a crazy story of like scootering throughout like the past like almost 25 years. Like
Yeah.
So wild.
he's a legend, right?
Yeah.
He'd be another fun one.
Unknown legend.
Yeah, that would be such a fun one. The first Chicago jam I ever went to, he was there.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, he has such a goofy stance on his scooter. Like, it's so unique. He's an old man. Like in terms of scootering.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. You cut out a little bit there.
He just stands in the very back.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, I remember he's fucking riding around, just looking a little goofy, doing Oreos on quarter pipes, and then I see him pull a front flare out of his ass. I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
Front side flare, not a front flip.
He's told me that I think he could the first trick he ever learned on a scooter was a backflip. It's just so crazy because he was riding bikes before he scootered, so he was like, if I can flip a bike, I can flip a scooter.
He never does tail whips either, or at least it's rare to see it.
Super rare.
Have you ever seen a double whip out of him?
Huh?
Have you ever seen him double whip? Angel.
I'm sure I have, but I can't. I mean, maybe not. Like it wouldn't surprise me if he hasn't, or if I haven't seen it. Like,
dude, I love it. It's so unorthodox.
I would ask. I would probably ask him like, Josh, when was the last time you did a double whip? And he'd be like, I did one like 5 minutes ago. He would be the type of.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know the last time I've done a double whip.
I tried one.
Really?
Huh?
Really?
Yeah. No doubt.
Dude, I love double whips.
It's been a minute.
Double whips are fun. It's a good trick.
Effort.
It's underrated.
It is, dude.
Double whip's an underrated trick.
More underrated.
What?
Single whip flat.
Single whip?
Flat. Like in a line.
Yeah. The thing is, you have to make it look weird and unorthodox.
Or perfect. Or just like Austin, I've been seeing you do the same thing that Angel does, that like kind of boned tail whip, like where you point it.
Yeah.
Things are crazy. I can't figure that out. That thing is weird. Angel will he'll point them, and like his deck will
flick it down and up into his foot, almost like catching a kickflip on a board when they like pop it up into their back foot.
Yeah.
God, they look so cool. Angel's super good at nollie whips, so I feel like that's where it translates. Like, he's really good at nollie whips.
The nollie.
Yeah.
That's such a hard trick to pop, dude. Shout out Nick Tedrick. Like, a nollie whip is sick and, like, not that hard, but actually, like, a nollie hop it, like, onto a rail or a ledge or something for me is so hard.
It's insane. I mean, him, the
So
shit he's
hard.
been posting lately with the nollies is like, that's out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah, it's
I
next
can
level.
nollie down something. I can like, I've like figured out nollie front lip a little bit because it makes sense. Like you momentum and the way you turn.
Yeah.
Same with like nollie whip works really well. Nollie heel is super hard.
Yeah, you gotta,
Dude, that's weird because nollie heel's easier than nollie whip for me. I don't know why.
do you
Like, out of things.
or do you just throw it? Because for a nollie whip, I don't really like jump that much. Like I just kind of like.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably do
Yeah.
jump a little bit for the heel, but I mainly just flick it off the nose with my front foot.
Crazy.
Is it come easier than the whip? I don't know what it is.
You frontside natural?
No, no,
Heel whip natural?
no. But dude, for nollie, frontside and heel is easier. 100%. Fuck nollie back 180. Or like nose manual back 180. I hate that trick. But the front 180, you can just pretzel. I know you like that one.
I do a backside.
Yeah, the nosy 180. You like the backside. Yeah.
I like nosy back 180. Nosy front 180s. That's kind of weird.
They're really easy to cheat.
Get it
Yeah,
to spin that way.
You
Yeah.
can't-
Yeah, I feel like nollie front 3 would be the easier one.
It is. For
Nollie
sure.
front 3?
Yeah.
Not for me. Not
If I'm holding a nose manual, that'd be easier. But if I'm just like riding off a ledge, like I'll do nollie back 3 for sure.
Yeah. Because that's like, they used to call, I don't know, maybe you guys called it something different, but we used to call it G spin or like G turn.
Yeah, G-turn. G-turn, yeah.
Yeah, like a G-turn 3
He does one
backside.
like an old Allen video, I'm pretty sure. He like hops up on like the Allen box and G turns off. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
a sick trick. That's like so sick to see so many people doing. That's like pushing scootering in like a whole new bag of tricks. I feel like just adding the knowledge, like switch.
Yeah.
Switch
Yeah.
is like thing too.
Switch is fun.
I can't figure that shit. It's so hard.
I'm so bad at Switch.
I feel goofy most of the time I'm riding Switch, but I feel like I'm getting better. But like I don't know if I'll ever will feel comfortable like as if I were a regular.
Dude, that's
wanna-
what happens to me about like skateboarders. Like, dude, even like I've started fingerboarding again recently. Girlfriend's out of
Let's
town,
go.
so I've just been like fingerboarding when I get home from work and hanging out with the dog. And like I like try to do switch tricks, and I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, how would you even like? And like in the times I've tried skateboarding, which I can like ollie and that's it. Like switch just seems impossible to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've always rode off Switch on scooters because in my head I'm like, it's never going to be like Switch on a skateboard because you're not learning to like flick with another foot. But then now that I actually try to ride Switch on a scooter because I neglected it, it's like, no, it really is doing a whole nother trick.
Yeah,
Because in the past, I didn't really think about like how important flicking with your foot was when I was first starting. Like I was thinking it's like all on your wrist, but no, you really are relearning every aspect of a trick.
well, your hips are
And I
turned.
neglected it for a while. Yeah, and that's the hardest part is how you're like, because naturally, like I'm regular and my hips are definitely set on that side of my body, like 100%. I probably got some pelvic turn that's locked in for life.
Yeah, we don't ride ski anymore. I mean, like,
Yeah.
yeah. I never rode ski, but
I didn't either.
So luckily. When did you start, Matt? What do you think was like the first time you scootered?
2000 roughly 2008 2009.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty a while ago, man. Fuck yeah. On a razor, I'm assuming, like just got a little foldy and were your homies doing it or you just kinda like started pushing around on it?
Yeah, so I mentioned Colby earlier. Colby Brizendine lived down the street from me, like 2 houses down, and his dad grew up skateboarding. My dad skated, I think, a little bit, and like my uncles both skated a lot. So we would skateboard a little bit together. And but Colby, like, he was like really like his dad, like they owned a motorcycle shop growing up. So like they were really into like just extreme sports kind of thing. Like he wakeboarded too, and yeah, I had like a B model, and Colby had like a B or an A model. I never had a pro model. I never bolted a foldy. I kind of am bummed I missed out on that because by the time I started scootering, they already had Ultra Pros, or the Ultra Pro like came out like a year later, I think. But yeah, this is crazy though. I think about this every so often that they went to a motor Colby and his dad went to a motorcycle event and saw someone scootering. Like they had like an Ultra Pro, like to go from like in the pit, like which is like where you like work on your motorcycle, I guess. And yeah, his dad bought him an Ultra Pro, and I was like, I want that. And like my dad got me an Ultra Pro. And I think my first tail whip though was on the
A
but yeah,
little lighter. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. um, but yeah, we started scootering around then, and it was, dude. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but like thinking back on that shit is like, those are like golden memories of
Yeah. Yeah.
learning how to
Dude.
for the first time, and like learning, like landing a trick for the first time in your life. Like that's like, I think that
Bro.
must be like,
It's the best feeling.
yeah,
It's like that's what you tap into nowadays when you learn something new to make you feel like a kid again.
totally, yeah.
Like you go back to like trying to see how many brooms you could jump in your garage or some shit. You're like, yeah, you're in your homie's garage. You're like, fuck, can we gap 3? All right, we got 3. Let's go fucking put another broom down.
We had a hill in our neighborhood that we would set 1080 ramps up at. And it was like, we used to just like go as fast as we could and like do chalk lines and see how far.
Yeah.
That was like such a crazy feeling. But Colby's dad started building us ramps really young too. Um, so we just like would jump. We had these, I mean, thinking back on it, they were like huge, but they probably were like only like 6 foot ramps. Like he built like us a fly box out of like plywood, and it was so fun. And he really like built a lot of like they built a W in their backyard at one point. They had
Oh my god. A W ramp? Holy shit.
had a spine on one side and a box jump on the other. Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then we opened Central Scooters, and that was like another one of those like things where it's like just like insane. Like holy shit. I can hang out in a scooter shop with my friends and like scooter. Like this is so sick.
Did you ever work there or
I never
do anything at the shop? Okay.
I would like work on scooters a little bit, but I was really young. I mean, I was like 13.
Okay.
But we would hang out and like we met like I met Andy there for the first time. Alec Logan, which was like that's kind of like a deep cut name for like Texas people, but he worked there. He was like an older friend of mine that lived in our neighborhood who also scootered. Josh. I didn't meet Josh there. I met Josh and Alan, but he would he was at the shop all the time too. Josh lived pretty close to the shop. But yeah, that was like very like formative, I guess. Like I don't know, the community of scootering there was like felt so like tight, and like it was just like TSC, like that was like that was going on in that time, which is like that was like Josh Herman, and like Ashton Blackwood and Colton Herman and Rick, and like that was like those were like I was like these guys are older and they scooter, like this is crazy, even though they were probably like 16 at the time. Yeah, that was
dude, that just reminds me of times. That's such a crazy feeling, like being 13, 12, you're just a little jit, just started scootering, and you see like a scooter man, like someone who's grown riding. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's so funny when you're a kid too. You're just like, oh. Like how did you learn how to do these things? Your scooter's so big.
Like a unicorn for sure.
Yeah.
Like I would stand on a quarter pipe at Allen, and Ashton Blackwood would air like over my head, and I would be like, "What is going on? Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy."
Fucking breaks your reality. What the fuck?
And there was like a lot of scootering going on during that time, like not only in the world, but like I feel like in DFW, like there was like a really like good scene, like all like DSC was a thing, or not really. That was kind of like over by that point, but like that was like Theo and Johnny Lovelace and Andy and I always forget his name. I still have never met him. He's one of those other Louisville guys that's not Kyle Miller. Chris Dant, he was part of that kind of crew, and like that was like the videos I was watching a lot during that time. And but we would see like those dudes at the park, and I would just be like, oh my god, like Theo grinding the 11 rail, or maybe not him grinding. I think Theo maybe grinded it. I don't know.
I hope he did. We'll say he did.
Yeah, I like to think Theo grinded that.
Yeah. Back in that day, I would hope so for sure. I
mean,
could see him doing it.
That rail was huge.
Yeah.
I got that like a couple years ago, and I was like, "Damn, this is crazy! I can't believe this rail is
so square."
Yeah, and it's
so
like,
that Allen rail is so ass. That 11 rail fucking sucks.
You have no run up.
Horrible rail.
Yeah, no run up. I just remember back in the day, like always, John Collin would just pull up in front 50 it, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, dude, John Collin was like one of those first, like, that was like, this dude is like, this is a pro. Like him and Clayton, when was a kid, because we threw a jam, or Central threw like it was like a contest at Alliance Skate Park out in Grapevine, and John Collin, I think, was there, but Clayton was there, and that was like we didn't know who Clayton was. Like he just showed up, I think. Or maybe like some of like Drake knew him or something. And that was like, he was doing that. Like he was doing the human bri flip, or he was trying the bri flip. And we were like,
the tornado flip.
Yeah. Like we were just like,
you've never landed at Clayton. It's okay.
Yeah. Still never landed the tornado flip, Clayton.
I still don't really understand what it is. It's like a front flip.
It's bullshit. I'm pretty sure Chris Ferris, it's like the thing he does.
It's because it's not a.
He calls it like the Ferris flip.
It's not like is it like a 360 Stanley flip?
It's like a front flip, dude. It's like a Stanley flip and a front flip. Yeah. Like it's just like I think what Chris Ferris does.
Okay. It's been so long since I've watched that video.
Thing. Yeah, me too. I'm just guessing, but that's what I remember it as. Is like some sort of like front flip, like scooter flip thing. Because he's like he couldn't backflip until like 4 or 5 years ago. Like he was only doing like front flips and shit. Like I remember he'd do like some fucking buttercup and do a 20-foot fucking quarter or something, and he's like, yeah, like I won't flare though. And I'm like, dude, you're fucked.
It's crazy. Got him eventually.
Awesome, man.
Clayton is sick.
I really just like street for like a while, and then like
Good.
I like Clayton once I got older, and I was like, nah, dude, this is, he's such a genuine dude, and like,
he's so down to earth.
Yeah,
and it's like he is fucking amazing. Like he is
really
good.
I mean, that mega ramp shit. I mean, anything he's done is like, it's like killer, and he still has like, I think he has decent style too, like good style for like
Pretty sure he was the first person to jump the Goblin on a scooter. Yeah.
It's like,
I'm pretty sure, dude. He double whipped it and then tried to truck driver it. Jordan Armacost tried to front scoot it. They both got bodied. I don't think anybody else tried to do anything. And I'm pretty sure he did the double whip first. And then Matt McKean hit the rail 1 try. And then nobody else touched the rail. It was like I'm pretty sure it was just a few that like those few fellas.
dude.
Everybody else is just like, yeah, okay, cool.
The legends of like
Not gonna touch that.
being the goblin, the set or the rail is like that list is like there's some hitters.
It's just Caleb, I feel like, bro.
Yeah.
Caleb, Mike is the king. My favorite rail trick, I think, is Mike Omen, though. Like the switch front board.
Insane, man. I mean, that is unreal.
Yeah.
It
Jacob
really is.
Cole's like the whip front board, too.
Nick's
The whip front board
was
was
gnarly.
sick, but the whip front lip was so much crazier.
Whip front lip was cool.
Dude, like nobody has mounted that rail like he did.
Jacob.
Nobody's gapped the curb, and he whipped in and gapped the curb.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about Nick's? I got it. Nick Horton's nose bonk to board slide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woozy
Dude.
That's crazy.
Even he was losing his mind. You could see it, and like if you go watch the video, you see it in his face. He's in a complete disbelief that he actually was like on 2 feet on a scooter.
Imagine like, dude, imagine just like the nose went a little farther forward and he's just like front flipping over. Like
Yeah.
I would have been shitting my pants, no doubt.
Foot rail hop too.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm thinking about let's train a fairy foot this year, just down the set.
Dude, I think I'm past the time where I last year or like the year before last, I was like, oh, maybe I'll nollie it, maybe I won't, maybe I'll do it. And then I didn't. And then this past year, like me and Daryl were talking about it. I don't know, man. I think I'm just like, I don't know if I want to do it. It's too big. I did the Chicago set, like the Buckingham, which was
Is that a 14? Super long.
It's
It's a
so
long ass set.
it's I don't know,
Shut
man.
up, Paxton,
Like
for the
13
vape
or
rips.
14. That was the biggest thing. That was so sick.
Dude, that was fucked. And the ground at that spot is so tragic.
Did you do it before Nick?
Yeah,
Were you the one who started the nollie wave there?
He did.
Okay.
He did.
That's fire.
And then Nick had to hit him with the nollie whip, which is so uncalled for. That was a
Sussy was disrespectful, but it was like they were so like I'm glad you took your foot off in that instance because it just made it like such a different trick almost, you know? Like if you would have done like a clean ass nollie and then he comes through with like a clean ass nollie whip, that's kind of like just more fucked. But I feel like you just like did a raw ass like dank nollie. And then he just came in like as the expert that he is, you know, and he's like, okay,
Yeah.
like, I'll do like
Yeah.
I still like found him as super dope. I didn't see him as like
seeing you donkey kick on that shit and like land front foot first is so aggressive.
not intentional. It was leveling me out a little bit.
Yeah.
It does, dude. It makes sense sometimes. Like I do it all the time now, just subconsciously. I'll just take my foot off,
Totally, yeah.
and I keep that screenshot handy for sure.
Yeah. I was like having like a mental breakdown trying to like get myself to even do it. But I was glad I got it done. I was fucking terrified.
Be like that, dude. Those are like the most rewarding scooter tricks, though. I find like the ones where I'm petrified, but it's like once you roll away and you get that breath of relief, you're like, oh, it's over. I did it. Like, it's those goosebumps hit, and you're just like, yes, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Some-
Have some fat dabs.
There were some tricks
wanna-
that I was like punching the ground. Like there's one trick that I didn't do, and there's footage of me attempting it, but I probably won't do it. It's like this crazy, it's like a rolling off a bridge. Like it's the drop to the right side was like 20 feet like to concrete, and I couldn't get myself to roll in, and I just had like a mental breakdown, and it like I like had to leave, and like I would get anxiety like going into that area of town. Like it's in a far suburb, but like I don't know, sometimes it's like I can't, this isn't worth it. Like, I don't want to lose my mind over this. Like But
I
there has
feel
been
you.
some where it's like I went back and did it like immediately.
Dude, those are the keys
The
sometimes, man.
best feeling.
Too many times, like frustrated at a manual clip, I just get so over it, come back and do it like within 10 tries.
Dude, I can't
It's just like
imagine
that fresh day, you know?
manuals. That's a trick I can't get. I can kind of do them, but like those
It's
must be just so frustrating because it's all balance and like
it's like so different from like a gap for me because like a rail is still kind of technical. Like I could try my hardest on a rail and still fall, but like on a gap, I feel like if I give it my all and I catch it and I eat shit, like that's just kind of different. But with a manual, you could just constantly try your hardest every time and like just for no reason, like just boom, boom, like 100 times in a row.
yeah, it's
And
it's
it's like
technique versus like ball.
send.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Like you're not going to fall in a gap 100 times. And if you do, that's just like, what are you doing?
you
But a manual trick, it's like you ask someone who like really manuals, that's like regular. Like sometimes that's just like if you really want it, you know, it's just like how it is. And it's a completely different mentality. I can't wait to like be somewhere where it's not as hot. I feel like
yeah,
that would change like my whole filming mentality with a manual clip. Because every
totally.
time I'm battling one, I'm just like, the heat makes me so frustrated. I'm just sweating.
Mhm.
But they're fun, dude. That's like a different thing of like a different kind of relief and like hype whenever you land a manual trick versus like a ballsy trick too, I feel like.
Totally. Yeah,
But
it's like I said, technique versus balls, which
yeah.
is like I don't know. I've done tricks or I've like battled technique kind of tricks, and it's yeah, it is a different feeling. It is
It's a different type of mental war because it's like
Gotta get it right. You can't just
yeah.
land it. Like a gaff, you can kind of just land it.
A gap too. It's like you're just trying to turn off your brain and not be scared.
Yeah.
Where it's like on a technical trick, it's like no, fuck, I just can't do it. Like this is purely a skill issue.
Yeah.
Like I'm not being a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
trying
doing
my
my hardest.
Yes.
Just can't fucking, it's not coming around.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did
Get you.
Or you landed a bunch and it's just like kind of sketchy or ugly. It's like not how, I feel like most of the time for me, I have a mental vision of how I want to do this manual. And if I can't do it, like the perfect example is that fucking decade. I landed it like 6 or 7 times before I was like, all right, I think this one is okay. But
And that was when you had to come back to also.
came back to that one too, yeah. It's but
How many tries?
Oh,
I got
what were you saying?
how many tries, Austin, for that ender?
the ender honestly was nothing compared to the full whip. Like in my last ender, that took me like so long, and the manual front scoop probably took me like 20 tries, maybe.
I'd say like 20. I'd say like 5 where you actually threw it.
Yeah, probably like within 20 or 30 minutes. But it was one of those ones where I had tried it on 2 separate occasions on spots that weren't as tall. So on those, it was a lot harder to like really get it around. And I was battling it for a while. I gave up on those. So I had asked some people in a group chat in Dallas. I was like, yo, like I'm looking for like a 5-ish foot like manual pad drop. And Andrew, yo word, sent me that one. And when I got there, it was honestly like bigger. That one was probably like 6 foot. So I was pretty scared of it, but I knew I was like, if I honestly throw this, there's like so much time. It'll just work.
Totally, yeah.
So it luckily didn't have to take too long. It was just more of like a send versus a technique there, to be honest.
Sweet. Oh yeah.
Yo, Matt, you're such like a laid back, just calm, collected dude, but you have some of the best rages, I think, in scootering. Like, you have this dark force in you that I feel like you unleash when you ride and get angry.
Because
Dude, yeah, you go bananas like a true Neanderthal. But yeah, what is like? You just seem super laid back in your day-to-day life, and then is like, do you see scootering as a way to like get your energy out, or what leads to this?
I don't know. I think
subconscious. just comes.
It's
Yeah, maybe
primal.
it's subconscious.
Primal. Yeah.
I don't know, because for like filming with Shy Guys, it was like I need to do these tricks to finish this video. Like, and so there's
Yeah.
like a goal. And I think when I can't like reach a goal, I get mad. And especially with like we were just talking about with gaps, it's like all mental and it's all like just balls. So it's like, oh, you're not trying it, you're a bitch. Like you
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
You suck at scootering. Like what is wrong? And I don't know. I just like, dude, it's something I can't really figure out. Like I've tried figuring it out. And after that one really crazy one I was telling you about, like where I really did feel like I was pretty much crying by the end. Like that I just couldn't get myself to do it. And it was a mixture of like exhaustion. Like it was like the last spot of the day. Like it was I had already gotten a trick that day. Like it was but and I really tried to rack my brain on why I got so like freaked out about it. But I don't really know. I think I just like you want something so bad and it's right there. It's right there. And it's just like doing it, you'll be done. And like with I feel like a lot of tricks, like there was a rail hop I did in Shy Guys where it was like a one push. Like there was maybe 6 feet of space. Like I was pushing from a door. I had no speed. And it was like maybe a 5 foot hop to like a 6 foot drop. And I just like couldn't get myself to do it. But the second I did it, I landed it. And it's
Yeah.
like knowing it's that close and can be that close for me, I just tend to lose it.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
I
That
would,
is the worst when you know you can fucking do it too. Like it's in you and you just can't turn your brain off. And
yeah,
then you're stuck in that loop if you're like, oh, I'm such a fucking bitch, dude. I'm a
yeah.
little
It
pussy.
sucks even more when you can't like with that rail hop. I feel like I couldn't get myself to like I had turned off my brain and I had turned off like I'm not scared of this, but I just like I physically couldn't get myself to do it. And that was like that's like a physical block that it's like sucks and it's like mind melting. And yeah, I don't try stuff like that anymore. I mean, I haven't filmed a clip in a while. But it's like I don't know. I'm kind of like I don't want to put myself through that pain anymore. Because I lose my mind at tricks, and I still do when it comes to like technical stuff. And I do like it'll be like 5 tries in, and I'm throwing my scooter. But it's like I did it. It's usually like I'll do it once, and then I'll like have Jamie start filming me like for an Instagram clip, and I'm like, this sucks. This is stupid. It's for Instagram. Like, stop getting mad. And then it's just like this cycle where I rabbit hole, and I'm like, you suck at scootering, and I can't get through it. I don't know.
Dude, it's tough. It's tough. And I feel like we all know that struggle of like you get in your own head and you're like, God, I'm so fucking bad. I saw some kid on Instagram do this today.
Yeah.
Like, why can't it's like you've been doing your body knows what to do. It's weird. Yeah, everybody has those days that you just feel off or hey, you can't get past some hurdle that's in front of you on a spot.
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks so much, dick.
The best though was
Builds character though.
Justin was really good at this, and we joke a lot about it still, is that he would gaslight me. Like he would take me to a spot. There were so many spots in that Shy Guys video where he'd take me to it and he'd be like, you can jump this. And I'd be like, you're crazy. And he'd be like, no, I think you can do it. I think you can do it. Like, and him telling me after, like, I didn't think you were going to do it. Like him just like lying to me that he thinks I can do it, and I'll do it. And but like sometimes you need that like kind of like,
yeah, it sounds like he made you do tricks you didn't think you could do.
exactly. And that's like the megaphone thing. Is like you never know what you're capable
of. Send it, commit, fuck it.
Like
Stinky, you better do it again this year.
Nick, man, like I didn't think Nick was gonna be able to do that. I thought Nick was gonna keep slamming. He did it, and he did it way better than I thought he was gonna do it. And like that's like another like I don't know, just joy of scootering. It's like seeing my friends or like even just random people at jams like be like, holy shit, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah, and that's what's so cool about jams is like you see pros and you see people that are so fucking good at riding, and then that's just like a awe to watch. Like, wow, you are so skillful at this thing we all do. But then I think the best, most enjoyable thing is watching a kid do a trick that he genuinely didn't think he could do, and
Yeah.
you see how hyped they get.
Yeah.
It's like you literally watch them flip a switch in their brain. Like you see their eyes light up, and they're like, "This is what I can do now." It like unlocks something in them.
It's
I
possible
hope.
for me to do these tricks, and
Yeah.
like that's why scootering or like any action sport is so sick because it's like just you. Like you are like you're your own kind of team thing. Like, yeah, you have
Hmm.
a crew of friends and stuff, or like maybe you're sponsored or whatever. But like when it comes down to it, like when you're trying to trick, it's just you. Like you're the one that's gonna land on the scooter. And seeing a kid like jump a set, like any of the kids who jumped the goblin in the years, like in the past, like 10 years or whatever, like and didn't know they could do it or like thought they were gonna slam and did it. That's like holy shit, I did it.
Yeah, or slammed and then did it.
Exactly. Sometimes you gotta slam to know how it feels. Like I'm a full
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will intentionally slam. I'll say that
That's the
honestly.
best way to start a set.
Get it out the way.
Yeah.
There was
One good fall.
there was one, I think it's in the clips I posted where I'm like running up to this big ass grass gap and I like am screaming, but that gap I like intentionally like fell on. Like I like ditched my scooter so I could be like, dude, just fall so you know how it feels when you're going. And I did it next try.
Yeah.
Just
Damn.
know how it feels to slam.
All right, you hear that, folks? If you're struggling to land a trick, just fall.
Yeah, just
Intentionally
Yeah.
fuck it up and then do it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Your body heals.
Even if I like start to commit to something and then I fall, I realize I'm like, oh, I was scared of nothing.
yeah. It's not as bad as you think it is. And if you're like decent at scootering or like semi-athletic, like you can kind of surprise yourself on like what you can get yourself out of. There's
Yeah.
been plenty of times where I was like, if I fall on this, I'm gonna die, and I run out of it, and I'm like, wow, I didn't.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
Who would have known?
Damn, I'm an
Oh, that's the best feeling. I don't know. I think you could agree with this one, but just it's so much more fun to watch a really good bail than a good trick. Like seeing someone weasel their way out of a bad situation is so enjoyable.
Dude,
Yeah.
seeing someone like run on a rail,
Yeah.
that's
Bro.
like,
It's more impressive than the actual trick.
yeah,
And it's always the people that are good. It just shows like if you want to be the best at any kind of action sport, learn how to fall. I'd say that is the most important thing is like just know how to fall.
No doubt. No doubt. Well, damn, Matt. If you could go on a scooter trip anywhere with some people, where would you go and who would you take?
like anywhere in the world.
Anywhere, bro. I'm talking Antarctica. If you want to go suss out their spots.
Active takes Istanbul.
Istanbul. Holy
I say that
shit.
I say that somewhat jokingly. I would like to go anywhere out of the country. That'd be really cool. Spain looks awesome. We always
Yeah.
joke
Yeah.
active takes like Uzbekistan.
Yeah. Iraq. Yeah, fuck South America or South Africa, bro. Like, we're going somewhere
active
really exotic.
Like,
Yeah.
go where no one's ever been.
Yeah.
Really, really want to make it over to the East Coast. I would love. I got like Lou Hobbs is out there, and like I want to go visit him. The East Coast, like it just looks so like dirty to scooter up there, like crust spots, which are like
Yeah.
anything that's like a bank, that's like roller, that's like just like shit. It seems so fun to ride.
Yeah.
Dirt
Spots.
at that point, like
Yeah, the crustier it looks, the better it is on film.
totally.
Yeah.
100%. That's why in Austin, most of the spots out here are pretty cookie cutter,
Oh, they're
which kind of sucks.
shitty.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And
like
then it's like the ground still sucks, but you can't really tell.
yeah,
Unless you look close, but
that's what makes them like all the UT spots are like they're like
That
cheese.
suck ass.
cheese grater. And you watching it on like a clip, you wouldn't know. Like you wouldn't know how fucking bad the ground actually is.
You have no idea. No,
Yeah.
it's pebbles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, get one of those shoved in your finger, like your wrist or something, bro.
Yeah, I've seen people
Sucks.
like on that big rail last year. Like I think that kid Zachary or Zach,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he like blew his ankle out on that rail.
Yeah.
But like there was like some cheese grating happening there. Nick cheese grated his hand really bad at that one spot. That was another campus rail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the campus spots are so good, but that ground, it's fucking ass.
Evil.
I want to go to like the Pacific Northwest. That looks really cool.
Ugh.
Never been out there. Always wanted to. Those bowls look
Like
awesome.
where specifically?
Maybe like Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe there's
Balls.
Andy was telling me he might be moving to Oregon, to Portland.
Really?
Thinking about that. Yeah.
on track for Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
How many fucking what's his name? He's on North. He lives out there. But his car just got broken into and then stolen, and then he got it back. But it's like, dude, I feel like he's always getting like fucked around in Portland, like riding downtown and shit.
Damn. It doesn't really look like you can have shit in Portland.
They got something going on with their cops out there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea the exacts.
It's
But
like it's a free for all for sure.
definitely seen photos. Well, shit. We're gonna run through the top 5 questions we've been hitting most guests with. This is Phil's top 5.
All right.
So we got number 1, Michael Jordan of scootering, male and female.
Fuck.
It's a tough one. You can play around with it if you want to give a couple answers, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the best person. We've been going off like most iconic as well as like skillful.
Yeah, I would say I'm gonna do female first. That's what first came to mind. Eva and
Okay.
Olivia, I would say are most like iconic and like the coolest. I think like they like do great. Mia is also really sick too. I think she is like good trick selection and great style. She
Yeah,
did.
Mia's definitely better than Eva and Olivia, but I like Olivia's done a ton just within the scene.
And I
Like she's
think
making videos.
yeah, like video wise and like Eva, I also like kind of grew up with and Alan. So that it's like I don't know, kind of like a hometown connection. But yeah, I think Mia did this like crazy. She did like was it like a back feeble inward, like in her coalition part, I think, or something.
I know she inwarded the set at the end.
She hit like a 16 rail too.
Yeah.
So sick.
She bar inward over the mega at
So-
West, like not the one at East.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. She showed it to me when she was in town. I was like, "You did that?" She's like, "Yeah, look."
Fuck.
And I was like, "Whoa."
Never knew that. That's crazy.
That's
Literally
insane.
never in my life would
Yeah.
I probably will never do a bar inward, honestly. It won't happen.
I did a Donna flip one time.
I've done.
You guys
Oh hell yeah, that's a good trick. I've never done one, but that trick looks
one-handed
so
back flip.
fucking cool. Yeah. People don't do those enough. Donos need to come back. For male,
Hard to tell.
you got a male, Michael?
This is like
Michael.
best scooter rider ever, or like
No, it's because it's subjective. Because I mean, even like Michael Jordan, he's a GOAT, but he like the debate for if he's the GOAT is still in the air. But I guess just like in terms of iconic and yeah, really good too. But
John Archer.
John Archer, damn, where'd he go? He really did just have it. He got a couple rings and then disappeared. So that's pretty solid. Yeah.
Like yeah, he was like from
Killing
like
it.
that's okay. That's a guy that's like style influenced. Like big fan as a kid. Like he would influenced like clothing too. Like he was wearing like Converse in scootering. Like he was the first person I saw wear Converse in scooter. I was like, damn, that looks so sick. Like, yeah, John
Definitely
Arch.
did have good style. He's ahead of the curve for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely like super influenced by skate scene and trying to transition that.
one more for me too. Steven
Okay.
Sanchez.
I've never heard of Steven Sanchez.
Dude, you got to go
Damn.
watch the photo part.
Okay. Okay.
He does inverts. He does tuck nose. He does. He's got crazy 3 down.
Yes. He did
Yeah.
like a 3-tuck flat in one of these lines in his proto video, and I was like,
Pre-tuck
fuck?
flat in a line.
I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, that's elite. Nobody's doing
This
this.
stuff. I watched
He was
his part when.
in Catalyst in the Catalyst days of proto.
Yeah.
Okay. Word. Well, okay. I need to go educate.
Yes.
Well, of number 2, worst trend.
Worst trend.
Mm-hmm.
The first one that comes to mind is like over editing Instagram clips. That like okay, so it's not just it's both sides. I've seen it with both sides of scootering, street, park, hybrid, whatever. Like, dude, like I don't want to have a seizure watching your clips. Like, don't want to.
Sheriff's think tank.
Like, just Instagram. Like people make money off this shit now, off Instagram,
Yeah.
like, money and stuff. But like, it's
I
hate it. I would rather just watch, like,
see.
put your phone on a tripod and film yourself. That's all.
Yeah. No, I'm so with you there. Even just like all those like French dudes now are doing this ramp slow-mo in or out of a trick, like on the land ramp slow-mo it to stop, or like, but it's just, I think it looks good if you use it a little tastefully, but it's like every single fucking clip. And then you'll even notice it on some of them, they'll land really slow, but they'll put the ramp slow-mo in to like try to exaggerate that they didn't land going fast.
Dude, and I've seen it in video parts too, like on a or trend kill. Like I'll see people like over edit like slow-mos, like every clip is slow-mode. And I'm like, dude, just film it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Excessiveness. Less is more, man. Like less
is definitely more. And it's like here and there it looks great. Like I feel like I love like the way like a nice ramped up slow-mo look, but only when you're trying to sync it to something.
Totally.
And you know it's like I have to alter this clip to make it match the song or the pacing of the video.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, most underrated rider to look out for.
Like upcoming rider? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a hard one. Fuck, dude. I mean, Ben, like,
yeah,
I would say Ben Sullivan. He's like kind of. I feel like maybe he's already like up there. Maybe he's not like underrated. I feel like Ben is pretty well known. Ben or Angel, like both of them. Angel, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people know about Pish Rash.
No.
Angel has such good style though. It's like he cares about how he makes his tricks look, and
he's getting better.
His style on every front. Yeah, he is progressing.
He's like doing crazier stuff every time he posts clips. Like,
and that's the type of style of riding that actually gets me hyped to ride. It just looks fun. It's like I'm trying to be playful. It's like, yeah, there's a time and a place when you really want to push yourself and learning, but I feel like you got to know how to play and just enjoy doing the same trick in a ton of different ways or the same way. A bunch.
Yeah. Ben, I just feel like he's like still so young. Like Ben is like,
Ben is just like,
monster.
It's crazy how good he got so fast. I feel like as soon as he started hitting bigger rails, something clicked in his head. Where he's like, I can just hit almost any rail I want to. With like it's like he can probably hanger most rails.
Well, yeah.
Most long rails.
I guess another gripe. Sorry to go back in questions. But 50s on rails. Not to hate Paxton. I know you just dropped a part.
God damn it. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I get it, man. I get it. Long 50s in general, I think look pretty stupid. like a really, really long 50. I feel like it depends on how you dangle your knees and actually look while you're on it. But yeah, just sitting on a rail in a 50 for a really, really long time, it gets boring. So like I totally hear you there. That's just been my strong suit for a while. It was like
No,
front 50 was the first trick I did where I was like, oh, this is a good trick that I can do that most people, well, now everybody can front 50, but like back in 2017, I was like, this is my thing. I was
you
like,
also front 50 like a curved rail, right?
yeah, that one in Vegas. Yeah.
That was great. So that you added some spice to it.
Yeah, I tried to keep them short. Like, I didn't have too many crazy long front 50s. Definitely a lot of front 50s, though. Definitely a lot of front 50s. Fuck you.
Hey, man, you're talking to a guy who has filmed like one rail clip in a video part.
I'm just fucking busting balls, but totally get it. It's number 4. Suggestion to further the sport.
Oh, man. People are already doing it, but scrapes, like doing the 5-0 scrapes, like Jonas Cager out in like I think it's like Copenhagen or Denmark. He's a pro. He's been
Yep.
I think a continuation of pushing into that is like just like it's opening a new way of doing tricks. That Andre dude that was on TSI from Russia, he was really into those too. I think
those like primo deck slide things too. Yeah.
Anything where you like hit your deck before you do something or like in a trick in a way where like a deck check or like I call them rock drops where you drop and then jump. That opens up a lot of tricks, I think. Like
yeah.
Also just like kind of ups the difficulty a little bit.
Definitely. Okay, yeah. So just seeing like people do more creative tricks through these like goofy ways you can hit a spot or utilize your whole scooter.
I think people could do more foot plants.
Yeah.
Like boneless.
I know you like the foot plants, dude. Foot plant back lip, sick. It's a great trick. I remember you put on your story asking, it's like, do foot plant back, send me foot plant back lips.
Also,
I'll put you on adult scootering.
People did it for a little bit, but I think it would be really cool. Maybe it'd be really hard on a rail, but rail pushes, like when shit is cool. That's so fun. But like on a down rail, like you get broke, dude.
Dude, Devon's in play the back lip 270 where he pushes in the center and like pushes into the 270.
Very cool. Very, very.
Yeah.
Need to see it.
All right, and then number 5, favorite person to party with.
Well, I don't know. I don't party anymore.
Well, I say in the past, then I guess scooter rider to,
my buddy Sam Beatty.
Okay.
Anytime we're at a party at like, oh my god, dude, because he doesn't drink either. So like, we just feed off each other, like, and have like, we're like goofing off so hard. Drake is also, probably Sam though. I love like anytime we were at like Austin's, like y'all's place for like, I feel like that year you crip walked on the table on the counter. Sam and I were losing our minds. Like we were like, this is scooter in my life.
That was an awesome day for scootering, bro. I can't lie. All the boys.
Like that, and then Josh just like in the background, like
Skylar got the best video of that, bro.
Yeah.
He's just like
tripping on mushrooms, shaking his head, looking at him, and you're just like, I'm not getting off the table.
That's another thing about Sam. Even when I was still like, he was like a great person to like hang out with because he's very calm energy as well. Like he's
hilarious.
Yeah, but also so funny too. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well that's
Just drink
the
Red
5, but
Juice.
we're still fucking around with it because Phil sent us 10, trying to weed out the good ones or the bad ones. But this is another one is just favorite moment in scootering. What's the best moment you've had or one of them?
This past year at Shy Jam, this might be a little controversial story, but
Yeah, we
I,
love
I
it.
was wearing this shirt to do the it's a crop top. I wore this shirt to do the nollie down Buckingham, and at the after party, Rudy Garcia was there and came up to me and goes, "Dude, that was so sick." But when I was filming it, he thought I was like a woman because I was wearing a crop top. That was like hilarious. I like lost my mind when he told me that, and we were all like, "Oh my god!" Getting that from Rudy Garcia, that was pretty.
Rudy Garcia thought you were a woman. Dude, you are the hardest person to mistake as a female. You could be in a full bikini nollying Buckingham, and I'd be like, that's a gorilla.
I know it
That's
was
a
like
fucking
I was like, "What?"
primate.
He didn't see
My
you
God.
coming up
Yeah.
for sure.
It's like, God, this chick has the gnarliest happy trail I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, dude, it's like I think I had a buzz cut
Sure.
at the time, but like still, man, like come
Yeah,
on.
Yeah.
buzz cut.
That's pretty funny. So your favorite
Yeah.
moment in scootering is Rudy Garcia saying you look like a female.
But it's like Rudy too, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
guys already
no, yeah. No,
Rudy.
he's got a status of his own. You're lucky he didn't catch you like think you were an attractive lady, you know?
Yeah. At the after party, he saw that crop top. He's like, "Oh, this is the chick who nollied that set. I might get a little handsy."
Yeah.
Oh man, that
Put
was
his, throw his dukes up.
Logan. Also, this is like a close runner-up. Logan Fuller last year at the Austin Jam told me I was a great mic.
Yeah.
And I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
"Man, that's like wow,
Yeah.
like crazy."
Did his breath smell like dog treats?
I don't know, man. I didn't even.
We think he'd eat the dog treats when he stayed at our house.
Hey, I know who did that. Someone told me they did that.
No,
It's one of
no.
the guys, I think.
It was what?
Wait, who did that?
Who's got that dog in him? We've been trying to figure this out for a year.
You're kidding.
Someone brought that up to me
No.
in the jam and was like, "I ate the treats."
Dude, who was it? We've been trying to figure this out for a year.
I can't put him on blast, but it could have been Sam.
No way. The most sober guy in the whole spot used to...
Ate the bark bites.
Yeah, no.
Because
No
I
way.
Dude, it could have been Sam. He's gonna hate me if I'm wrong, but it could have been Sam.
It was definitely a Dallas guy because I do remember like someone at like I think Kyle knew or something. Josh was trying to like call him and like he wouldn't say it. And I'm like, damn, like I wonder who was.
What are you so scared of? That's hilarious. Like no one's gonna judge you. They're just gonna like that's so funny. Getting fucked up and mistaking dog treats for beef jerky. And then not just like eating one, eating the whole bag because you're so fucked up.
Yeah, no, it was a fresh bag. I was like astounded. I was like, dude, I just got this. Like, this bitch is now empty.
I got a dog too, man. I know they're not cheap.
Yeah.
Dogs, they're a little
I wasn't even like pissed like that. I was just like, I came back from the club drunk and I'm like, dude, like, what did y'all do? Like, they're like, your dog ate him. I'm like, dude, she'd be shitting everywhere, bro. Like,
No way.
damn, well, yeah. If you ever think of it, for sure, just you could DM it to us or something. We don't gotta blast them. But I would love to know.
Hell yeah.
Sam was probably the one who told me. I'll say that. Sam, I think was like, Matt, someone ate the dog treats.
I hate to say it if you're listening, but like I could like maybe see Lenny
Yeah, I can
being
see
like super faded, like grabbing the treats.
It could have been Skyler getting a little too high and being like, I don't know, just eating. Like,
Could see Skylar eating them. Could definitely see Skylar eating them.
yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay, and then last one on the questions is, what's your favorite video?
Oh, dude, that is hard.
Yeah, yeah, it's a tough one.
Because I love scooter videos. I watch so many scooter videos. Can I give three?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Dream Team Supreme, Mike
Matt,
McBean,
mm,
Mark
okay.
McBean. Fuck, man. It's not up anymore. So I'll give like two of his. But Connor Davidson had this video back in the day called North Reading, and it was like this old skate park video where he was doing over way before anyone was doing overcrooks. But his bamboozle part is really good. Um,
Fuck yeah.
all the bamboozle parts are so good.
Dude, yes.
Such an underrated like kind of past of scootering. Oh, and then what could I put? Uh,
Dude, one that I had never seen the Georgie Lewis bamboozle part until very recently because I saw it on Gert's story. And I was in the airport watching this and I was like, this is the greatest shit ever. I was like, dude.
He's a legend. Oh,
Yeah.
John Knudsen bamboozle. Huge.
John Knudsen. Okay,
see
dude, I gotta educate. I really need to educate.
I don't really know any
Dude, no, I don't. I
Oh
started
my
in 2013.
John
So,
Knudsen.
I'll go.
That's like that's
Was he
my
nuts?
biggest. KNUDSTON. John Knudsen scootering. Oh my god, that is like he has like a bamboozle promo, I think, and then he has a bamboozle part.
Yeah.
That's like foot plants. He like running on his scooter.
Is it, wait, NUDSON?
KNU.
KNU?
Yeah.
STON.
Knudsen.
Yeah, dude.
Word.
He has a bamboozle part that's like unreal.
That
Yeah, dude,
sounds dope.
bamboozle is awesome.
I remember the era. I still see like Gert Burrs. He's always hyping up like bamboozle and shit.
Josh, I think, has a bamboozle hoodie still.
Yeah, he does.
I'm so sick, dude. Also, just like cool logo too, sweet logo, good team.
Hell yeah. 50 on the 4 wide.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah, crazy. He does like this. He like jumps like a set, but he like does this like foot plant and then like late whip in it, where it's like he like pushes and then hops. I don't know. It's so that video is so good.
Okay, I'll peep it after this.
I wonder if Ian McDonald knows this. I want to talk to Ian McDonald more because he's getting kind of weird on the scooter lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, he's so good. Like,
I
he
know,
really is on another level of just like virtuosity on a scooter. It's like just scooter improv.
Yeah.
That's how you know. Like, that's what separates like the good from the great is, you know, when you can see their happy accidents and then their happy accidents end up being like
So
the wildest tricks. Yeah. Like, it's fucking crazy. So they're one with the scooter. He is one with the scooter.
totally. Yeah, it's awesome. That's like true master of a sport is like,
Yeah.
or at least an action sport is being able to fuck around and still make it look really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Shout out Ian.
Shit, dude, I honestly got a dip here soon.
Yeah.
I got some coworkers going out bowling, so
My dog
gonna go.
while we were doing this.
He was what?
He peed.
Yeah, no.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
like
Angel
had him
peed
and
too,
he
got his
was-
back.
And he peed for like 2 seconds, and I was like, "All right, we're almost done, boy. We're almost done."
Yeah. And I feel the same way with my dog. Sometimes I'll get up and I'm just like, I feel like a little shit, a little something waiting for me.
Some pellets.
Yeah.
Dude, but hey, so nice talking to you, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
I love that. Definitely sick. Definitely glad to hear you're doing well. Good to see the face behind Active again. As I said earlier, a little bit like 10th annual street jam this year. So definitely hope to have you on the mic.
You guys have a
We're thinking October. I was actually meaning to talk to you and like Andy soon just to try and pencil that in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we're gonna do the undialed thing. So we'll probably just like set it sometime in October so it's a little cooler. But then we won't have the float, so it's kind of like 50-50. I feel like it's
Yeah,
like the float is worth it, but
Yeah.
the cooler weather is also worth it. So
definitely. Yeah, the heat is
we'll see.
killer,
It
man.
sucks, bro. It sucked last year. Thinking back, I'm like, that shit did suck.
It was brutal, man.
But yeah, if you want to get funky fresh with a 10th annual tea, like I think we'd both be super down for this year too.
I've been sitting on a design for a little bit that would work perfect for it.
Okay.
That's sweet, dude.
I love it.
Yeah, no, that'd be dope, man.
Well, shit.
Definitely.
Episode 19. Matt Cobaugh.
No, he's 20, I think, dude.
Is he 20?
Isaac was 19 on the 20th.
Oh, yeah, facts. Episode 20.
So 20 with Matt Cobaugh.
Damn, you're the one who normally fucks up the number.
I used to say episode something for a while. It's like, fuck it. But
Episode something. Hey, we've hit 20.
20 pods. Here we go.
Episode 20, baby. We made it. 2-0. But hey, got about
Just good.
hour 50 on it. If you made it this far,
Yeah.
10-4.
Pleasure. I appreciate having me on a lot.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Appreciate you for coming.
We'll see you in Shy, no doubt.
Please
yeah.
do. Yes.
Yeah. Heck
All
yeah.
right.
Over and out.